So I am telling you guys, everybody is running spilling tea, left, right, center, to their mamas, to their uncles, brothers, sisters, strangers, LaShell, Jaguar, TJ, everybody running to each other spilling tea. Well, the Treesus had LaShell on her program for a brief couple of minutes because she wanted to clear some things up. So she calls LaShell to find out if what she heard is true. And this is how the conversation went.
Hey, LaShell, how you doing? This is Trees. You don't know me, but I just wanted a moment of your time, Miss LaShell. You don't? You know me? You like me?
LaShell's voice is not very clear in the transmission. However, from the conversation on Tree's part, we can decipher pretty much what LaShell is saying. So the first two sentences out of Treesus' mouth was, "Do you know me? Do you like me?" And of course, LaShell is going to respond by saying, "Of course I like you." That's a given. However, because of all the mess that's going on YouTube with her sister, I'm sure there are a whole lot of YouTubers she do not like. In spite of what's going on between LaShell and Jaguar, remember guys, it is her baby sister. And for some of you who have younger siblings, just think about that for a moment. How would you feel if that was your sister or brother out there exposing themselves in this manner for the world to see? The mental illness has taken control and there's nothing you can do to help the person. It's kind of sad in a way because I'm sure LaShell would like to help, but her hands are tied.
Yes, Treesus. Yes, absolutely. You know I cussed you out a couple of times. I just need to tell you.
By the way the conversation is going, I'm gathering this is the first time Treesus is talking to LaShell. So I'm wondering, how did she obtain her number?
Huh? I'm blessed by the best, waiting for the rest. I wanted to ask you something, LaShell. I need to ask you something because, you know, your sister is out here bumming and begging. Is she calling and harassing you? Because, you know, I cuss her out at the drop of a dime. She not calling and harassing you? Oh, she humble now, huh? Since she homeless again. You know she homeless again. Yeah, I've been watching. Mm-hmm. The home...
So LaShell said she asked her to put some money on her Cash App. Can you imagine after putting your sister through all the things that Jaguar has put her through, said all the things she has said to her, that her husband essay her, that she is nothing, that she wish she was her, and all the other stuff that she said about LaShell, we've heard it within the past year. She still had the nerve to turn around and ask that woman to put money on her Cash App. Is LaShell a doormat? Is she the whipping woman or whipping boy? What the heck? I am telling you, Jaguar needs to get it together. A lot of people are saying, okay, it's a mental illness, including myself. But at some point, it's not the mental illness speaking alone. She figures she can talk to you any wish that she wants. We all know people like this. They can talk to you and dog you out and drag you in the mud and tar you and feather you. And they're going to turn around and put a hand out and ask you for a handout. Like if you got dumb and stupid written all over your forehead. And some of these people will use their illness as a weapon and make you feel so guilty that you didn't help them. And if you had helped them sooner, they would not have been this way. And if you had done this for me and that for me, I would not have turned out like this. I remember the time that you left me alone with mom and dad, and they had mental illness, and I, too, genetics got it, and it was even worse because I was left alone with these two mad people. Well, you know what? I believe that's the guilt trip for years Jaguar has been laying on her sister LaShell. And LaShell is the eldest one, so she's going to feel that, oh my goodness, my baby sister did not protect her from my own mom and dad. And that's what Jaguar wants her to feel. So she will come back time and time again to put her hand out for money. And LaShell is going to give it. However, she did not give it, but she said she was tempted.
I know. That's my sister. You sent her some money, LaShell? No. I said, oh, no, I did not. Oh. I changed my mind. Oh, my God.
So LaShell said she changed her mind, but she almost did. And that shows that she still loves her sister in spite of everything.
I was about to wear you out. Oh, no. Change my mind. But I have moments. I feel bad. You have moments of weakness. See, you need me. You need a Treesus whisperer to let you know. Don't you succumb to that begging demon. Rebuke it. Yes. It's rebuke.
But really, none of us should be that surprised that she reached out to LaShell, because I'm sure she's now reaching out to everyone to get help. Because the money is not rolling in like it was when she was with Charlie Vivier and Official Kingpin, because she would go on their program, and I'm sure they were giving her some type of money. You do not go on people's program for those amount of hours without receiving some type of compensation. So I'm sure she was getting something, and now those guys are no longer in her life to give her that money. So what is she doing? She's not getting as much from the Cash App because she's not shouting out people and thanking people for sending her Cash Apps. So I'm sure that money is dwindling. She better go check her Philadelphia account. Maybe that has some money in it. I'm sure it has some type of money because those fees are reoccurring every month. And money is sitting in that account. Maybe she used it up. I don't know. Maybe as soon as it comes in, she uses it up. We do not know what she's using that money for. Surely it's not the hotels that she's been staying in, because we see that particular hotel looks like a little hole in the wall joint.
To keep her strong. I want the treetops to pray for you because you're going to need the strength, because she's going to be coming begging again. So did she come with a sob story? Like, what made you feel sorry for her? I mean, I'm sorry that she decided to take this route. Like, I don't understand what's the end game, because, nothing's going right. So I just feel sorry in general for her. Her choices. Her choices, okay. There's nothing in her choices. Like, why? Why? I don't understand. Because it didn't have to go this way. It didn't. How's she? She did everything in her power to facilitate this again in her life. You know that, right? She has single-handedly did everything in her power to wind up in this place. So what is there to feel sorry for?
Well, I'm going to answer that question. There's a lot to feel sorry for. First of all, she's a family member. Secondly, she doesn't know how ill she is. Everybody sees it except her. Third, she's with another person who is just as ill as her, in my opinion, because TJ left her family behind, her own child, who is underage, to go live in a hotel with Jaguar, who don't have nothing. TJ apparently came with nothing also, because now she's in this predicament with Jaguar. TJ has said she is sending her daughter that she left behind, the 17-year-old, to live with family. So that shows that she is so irresponsible that she is looking at other people to take care of her child, like Jaguar was looking for Sam Sr. to take care of Sam Jr., Sam Sr. and his mother. So it's two peas in a pod. They mirror each other. But neither one of them believe their behavior is reprehensible. So you gotta feel sorry for somebody like that, who have that mindset, who can work. Both of them can work, but as far as I know, they're not working. They're just relying on people to send them Cash App. Now, what kind of life you would hope to carve out, depending on the public, to finance your lifestyle? So I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry. I feel pity. that they do not have the good common sense to go find meaningful jobs and bouncing from hotel to hotel. And they both of them think that's a good lifestyle. For Jaguar, it is shameful that she is in this predicament because at one time she was making a lot of money as a singer and she's got a good voice still, so she can still sing. And that is what I take pity on, that this woman is not using her voice. She can book a gig in a nightclub and make money overnight every day. She don't have to be in this predicament. So when LaShell says it doesn't have to be this way, she is correct. It does not have to be this way. Jaguar has got a good singing voice still.
Yeah, I know. It's just terrible. And she's always been jealous of you. You know that, right? My mother doesn't know that she's bad as hell. My mother knows she's jealous. My mother very closely updated with everything. How was she updated? Who's the messenger? Who's the updater? Me.
So LaShell says she updates her mother on everything. And this is where I fault LaShell. You should not be telling Miss Francis everything. Miss Francis is a woman of a certain age. She's retired. And in her golden years, she shouldn't be burdened with this stress because everything LaShell is telling Miss Francis is going to worry about. She may not show it to LaShell, but she's going to worry. After all, Jaguar is her baby, her golden child, the child that she made with her husband. And she loves Jaguar. Okay, so LaShell definitely should not be telling her mama everything. One of the things that she's going to tell her might cause her to have a heart attack or be very sick. When a person is elderly, folks, you don't tell them everything, okay? In my family, we just had a death. Someone just passed away. Now, I have 2 elderly aunts, and we didn't tell them about the passing of this person because one of my aunts, that is her son. Now, she is 98 years old. There's no way we can tell her that news because that's the only son that she have. You cannot tell her that type of news, that her only child passed away, because that would put her in an early grave. The same thing with Miss Wright. Certain news about Jaguar you cannot tell. That is her baby. So I don't know why LaShell is doing it. Maybe she does not see the harm, or maybe it's a got you moment for her to show her mom that her child that she put on this pedestal is no good and she's mentally ill, and I don't know why she's doing. But guys, if you have any loved ones who are old and they're fragile mentally, you are sickly, there's certain information, don't tell them. Hold back, especially if it's a loss of life, someone in the family who they were close to or are close to, or a child. You can't tell them that the person is gone or they are homeless, not doing well. You can't tell them that type of news. Miss Francis needs to know that Jaguar is okay, and that's it. That's all, period. But the little details, LaShell should not be telling her, because she's going to feel that she needs to secure an apartment for her and Jaguar again.
Well, Miss Francis is better off. She's better off where she is. Now, tell me this. What happened between you and Sean? What is going on? Baldmouth done told him you've been talking about my boo. You've been talking about my boo, LaShell. You know, I can't trust you like that. I can't trust you. Because you talk about Sean after all what he did for y'all, I can't trust you.
So then LaShell said she have no problem with Sean. She don't know where that's coming from. That's in a nutshell. That's pretty much what she said. And his belief that they are talking about him on other programs is not true. Apparently that's what Jaguar got from TJ, that there is conversations about Sean and Jaguar's family, and they're talking about him. So Sean was upset. This second part is one of the viewers calling into Jaguar and TJ's program, the T&J program, to carry a bone, because we know that's what's going on these YouTube streets. People go into the chat rooms and to different rooms, the coffee lounge and all these platforms to listen and then take it back to their favorite content creator or put it out on their platform on YouTube. So let's take a listen. This tea that's being dropped on Jaguar and TJ's lap as they wallow in the pool. Jaguar with her bra and panties on and TJ with her sweatsuit on. Real ghetto type of swimming, okay? When I saw that, I was with my mouth open. I said, what kind of mess is this? TJ is wrapped up from head to toe. Looks like a jogging suit. And Jaguar got bra and panties on. I said, isn't that the ghettoest thing I've ever seen?
Yeah. Talk to us, bro. Going on coffee to expose what TJ said to Naisha. So I'm saying, y'all choose not to. Y'all need to expose me. Y'all own truth. Period.
Hold on, but what are they exposing?
He basically said that TJ gave Naisha ultimatum with the children, and he's exposing it on coffee. So I had a little brief laugh, like, wait a minute, y'all need to expose that shit if you're gonna expose it on coffee to have, you know what I'm saying, people talking shit about it.
So this caller is giving Jaguar and TJ the heads up what Sean is going to do in his coffee lounge next, so they can preempt him and start talking about what he has scheduled for his next program.
Well, hold up. Babe, you had a conversation with Naisha last night? You heard the conversation I had? What conversation? Get your ass offline. That's a conversation now? It wasn't a conversation. It was a statement. Get your ass up offline. You're doing too much now while my daughter is in that house. And she's leaving.
So that's the new tea, folks. TJ's daughter is packing to leave. She will not be at Naisha because TJ does not intend going back. And it's a wrap between TJ and Naisha. So TJ feels her daughter shouldn't be there, which is correct. She should have taken her daughter with her when she left Naisha. But her daughter is packing to go live with other family members.
No, you're talking about that. That's not a conversation. It wasn't an ultimatum. It's the truth. That was a bitch. I don't want my child involved in none of your. And I want you to keep my daughter out of it while my daughter is in that house, and she will be leaving very soon.
So that was Jaguar talking on TJ's behalf. That person that's saying, I don't want my daughter in that house, that's Jaguar. And in this instance, TJ should have stepped up to the plate and spoke on behalf of her daughter. But Jaguar all of a sudden feels as though this girl is her daughter. She just met TJ a month ago, but it's her daughter, and she can speak on it.
Are they going to expose the conversation that she had with your uncle? Oh, yeah. Why don't we expose the conversation that my beloved had with her uncle?
He said Naisha confirmed to him what TJ told him, what TJ told Naisha, and he put it on coffee right now. I said, well, you need to go on y'all page and confirm y'all truth before they throw it and twist it around in whatever words they want to utter it in. Because them church ladies over there,
hold on. Right, that's all I'm going to say. One thing I love about the truth, you don't have to defend it. What do you always say that she likes to always talk about? What? The truth needs no support. It doesn't. So that's my daughter. I can do whatever I choose to do with her. No ultimatum. Remember, she said that family ain't
everything Naisha told him that y'all, whatever conversation y'all had. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we had no conversation. Live last night, and I seen that she was live. Y'all can go showing her house at the live, and I was like, and see how abruptly she ended it. While you need to get offline. Like I called and I told baby girl to tell her she need to get offline. You laughing, talking about, oh, he daddy.
You trying to twist it to something else.
Right. You laughing, talking about, oh, he daddy now and all that stuff. Like, you just doing too much. Y'all can't leave the kids out of it. We said we done purged. We was leaving it alone. Now you get online, and I have made preparations for my daughter to leave. So, like, you can do that BS with your own kids.
So TJ was talking there about Naisha getting on her program because she's got a YouTube channel, her own YouTube platform, and she was talking about SDW and the kids, and just kind of poking fun, my baby daddy or whatever. And so TJ feels as though she shouldn't be opening up the Pandora's box again about her child, baby girl, as she likes to call her. And, she kind of put her foot down and said, you can talk that mess about your own child, but my child is about to leave, and I don't want her name in your mouth. This is what I'm gathering from what she is saying here. I don't want you to continue to talk on my child's name. Leave it alone. That box is closed. Don't reopen it. Don't rehash old wounds, and leave the kids out of it, please. But if you want to continue talking smack about the kids, you can talk about your own children. And guys, isn't that sad? After 11 years, these girls grew up together. TJ's kids and Aisha's kids grew up together when they were little. Now they're teenagers, and I'm sure one is in his 20s, I believe, 24. And now they've got to separate because the parents have separated. They got to go live someplace else. It's kind of sad, when you think about it, because now I'm sure they're going to miss each other. I'm sure they're going to call each other. But it's always sad when you have parents breaking up and kids have to be torn apart. But it's better for it to happen this way than to have the kids in the house choosing sides, which parents is right, which one is wrong, and sooner or later you're going to find the kids not talking to each other and they're fighting. So maybe this is best.
With the Davenport children. So, that you called John. Yeah, period. He basically saying Aisha's going to put your daughter out if you're not there. This is what's funny. Yeah. This is what's funny. You know what else is funny? Sean saying it. I would love to hear Naisha say it. No, but this is what I find so fucking funny. This nigga all involved in every family business.
Well, I guess he's involved in the family business because it's content. Just like how Jaguar is making TJ and her family content, Sean Diffie and Official Kingpin is doing the same thing. They don't care if they're dragging the kids in it to make money. It's all content. And that's what Jaguar is forgetting. She created this with Legina Gold, made her content when she didn't have to. They could have interviewed that young lady from Detroit, but Jaguar brought her to Texas for content so she can have control over her fully for the content. And so they're doing the same thing with TJ's family. So they shouldn't be surprised.
Like talking about how you beat your mama up. And that's not alleged, it's a police report.
Well, this is a new one I haven't heard of. I don't know if Jaguar made it up or if it's true, but she said there's a police report on Sean Diffie beating his mama up. Do you guys know anything about that? Drop your comments. Let me know if that's true. I haven't heard that one before. And also, since you're coming on to the page, hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. I haven't heard that, guys. Have you all heard it? That Sean Diffie beat his mama up? Jaguar Wright said there's a police report. If there's a police report, let's see it. Produce it. It should be public information. You can't make those type of allegations against someone and not produce a police report or proof.
Lady, how you talk about how you took that woman and stripped that woman of her children? How about we talk about that? Well, maybe that's what you're trying to do in Aisha. Maybe you got some more kids you want. I really don't care about that. Some more state-subsidized funding. That don't bother me, honestly. It says, Lady Smoke say, why does she need to get offline when y'all still on here talking ish? He wasn't talking. He wasn't.
So then Jaguar started to hit below the belt. She said, maybe you want some more kids for the check. I'm paraphrasing. Maybe you want some of TJ's children to get that check. But guess what? TJ got that covered because she is probably getting a check on those kids. Who knows? Because she wasn't working. How else can she supplement her income to feed those kids? I know TJ was saying that she would send her check home initially, but I'm not sure if she's still doing that. And those kids got to be fed. And the bills got to be paid. Naisha just got a job, but in the meantime and between time, things keep moving, right? The bills got to be paid. So I'm sure she probably reached out to the government to get some type of help. So I thought that was hidden below the belt with Sean trying to get Naisha's kids to get some more money from the government. That was really low blows there on Jaguar's part. But that's what Jaguar is insinuating, that SDW is adopting for the check. And the woman who is talking goes by Miss Cat, and she is an avid viewer of the T&J channel. She is their best supporter, and she goes spying in the chat room of SDW and Official Kingpin to bring back the T to T&J. And sometimes that's why people adopt children, to get government checks. And we all know that.
Miss Cat, you there? You still there?
Because that's what they said. That's what that was. Y'all with that. Y'all can hear me.
Miss Cat, I am now requesting. Miss Cat, I am now requesting that you've gotten some proper intel. We are giving you 2 minutes to talk your shit.
He said that he got to go on coffee to talk about. He about to talk about what Naisha and TJ had their conversation about.
Oh, I ain't got to go on coffee.
I was listening, and I'm like, and I went on my page, and I'm like, if TJ, if you're listening, you need to say whatever before somebody twist y'all words around, because you know how they quick to turn shit around.
So that's basically the reporting that Miss Cat had to do, the tea that she was spilling, the bone that she was carrying to TJ and Jaguar. So guys, that is my reporting on As Her World Turns. As I get it, I'm going to drop it for you guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Don't forget to hit the like bell, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so as yet. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.